Alright, hey boys, and welcome to the kind of explanation part of the entire video. So, yeah, creating a tutorial for each and every single thing in this build is going to be extremely hard, so I thought I would just go through, walk you through the entire thing, and then show you each little detail that I put in and why I put it in. So let's get started. This is the kind of entrance. So you come in here. Okay, I'm in spectator mode. So let's start. So I went with this very brownish mix up of blocks. I have carpets, trapdoors, podzol, and path blocks. So this is going to be our path over here. And right here, where I have greenery and I have grass, I decided to mix it up with green shulker boxes and green concrete. Now here I also have a couple of path blocks because this is supposed to be some sort of a work area, something where you would go and just do your stone cutting and, you know, whatever you do with the cauldron, and you have a little, you know, anvil and barrel here. And you know, I wanted to make it look like something that is being used. So I also use mossy cobble that blends in very well because it has some green, so it's very easy to implement, and also gravel because it's more of a something that you would walk on, something harsher, not something nice like grass. So that is why I did it. I also have a little button on here on the floor that is for, it's supposed to resemble a rock if you have a little imagination. Now here you are able to overlook into this little garden that we're going to go over very briefly later, or not briefly, but whatever, later. So now I'm going to show you this little shrine slash pagoda. I have no idea what it is supposed to be, but it's what I imagine is this is a place where you come outside of the house, you come over here, and you read a book. You have your little coffee mug or whatever you want it to be, and you read your book. Also, I have a little custom birch and jungle leaves tree, just, you know, just chilling over there. And okay, let's go maybe here. Okay, so I added this little bridge here. This was really hard to implement because I don't know, I don't like bridges. I wanted something that when you look at the build from here, it doesn't take away too much from the house itself. So it couldn't be larger than 2 blocks in height. So that is what I kept in mind, and I wanted this to be a very closed-in area. So that is why you see these cherry blossom trees all over the place, creating some sort of a natural border to the entire place. And when you come back around here, you can see all of these jungle trees there. That is for the exact same reason. These didn't used to be there, and in fact some of them are kind of floating. I think that one is floating. Yeah, you can see that it has no trunk going all the way down. So let's go over this little bridge. I put a little banner here. This looks kind of bad and faithful, but in the normal default texture pack it looks actually pretty good. It is supposed to be some sort of Asian style. In my opinion, it's more Chinese than Japanese. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I used it here and there for those lanterns that are hanging from both ends of the roof. When you go over this bridge, I wanted a lot of focal points. For example, this is a really good distance away from the house itself, so you can actually stare at the house. It is a very beautiful house. Of course, if you want to see the tutorial for this, I have a video on my channel, so you can check it out. I'm going to make it pop up somewhere here, and you can click it and watch the tutorial on how to build this. Now, back to the topic. So focal points. You can look forward, and you can look right, and you can look left, and both of them are very beautiful. Right is more of a chill spot. You have your little swing, but I'm going to go over this later. Let's start here first. Again, same exact block pattern that we have here. I wanted to create some sort of a natural border between the path and these little work chill areas over here. So I have some ferns, some cobblestone, some mossy stone, and some, you know, leaf blocks and whatever. Here we have this little pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern rather, and I put a sea pickle on top that looks like it has a stem. I think it's pretty cool. Also, just decoration, turtle legs, not mandatory, they're just there, they look good. Very unique block. We have a little grindstone. Again, little seating area with an extinguished campfire with a sign at the back with the little mug. Again, same exact, just mixing up the blocks, rocks whatsoever, or whatever. Now here we have some sort of a breakfast area. This is where you would come out of the house, come over here, chill, and eat your little, I don't know what you eat in Japan. Yeah, strawberries, I guess. I have no idea. And then you can look over this beautiful garden design that I've come up with. Now it consists of this trick that I've seen on YouTube that is basically a trapdoor placed in the water, so not on top, but in the water itself, and then placing a coral block on top of it, and this will make the coral stay. So you can use this as water lilies. As you can see, I've used many of these throughout the entire build, so you can use this as lilies, or lily pads, but you know, the colorful kind. And I'm pretty sure you can do more stuff. You can, I think, put like item frames on it, or I'm not actually sure if you can do that. Yeah, you can put an item frame, and you can put like a gold block in the middle. I don't know if that's possible even. Whatever, you can do that kind of stuff. Okay, so back here. Now, I put a lot of these on the ground as well, and I mixed it up with vines and a bunch of jungle logs, plus a lot of mossy stone brick, these little trees. Just when you're looking at it from here, it is not only these very small flowers only, but of course the bigger bushes that are corals, and also these smaller trees. And when you look in the back, you can see the cherry blossoms there. I also have a couple of bushes and these peony, or I have no idea how you pronounce the name of peony. Also, I put a bunch of bees. Look how cute they are. Like, they're just chilling, pollinating, and they're amazing. I mean, it gives such a great vibe to the entire thing when you're just walking by and you can see a little bee doing its thing. So right here we have a little fountain, I guess. It's pretty cool. It's a bunch of rocks. It's not rocket science. I've planted beetroot and carrots, sea pickles, and these are all decorative things. Again, nothing too special. I also mixed in some melons here because I think it has a nice texture and I wanted to use it. So let's go over to this side that is, you know, arguably better. Well, I like it more. So here we have a torii with double eyes. It's supposed to resemble, when you go through it, you go from a mundane place to a sacred place. That is, I think, what the meaning of this in the Japanese tradition. That is what it means. That's what I'm trying to say. So, and I wanted to kind of implement this in somehow and actually stay true to the story itself. I wanted to place it here, but then again, I didn't want to just block the view of the house. Now, if you don't mind that, yeah, a better place for it would be right here. But I used it here, and just don't even. And by the way, I have so many ocelots here. I have no idea. There are so many of these guys. When you look on the other side is this chill spot. Amazing. We have this cherry blossom just towering over us. You can see inside, you can see the branches. I mean, this is not a particularly beautiful design with the branches, but yeah, you can go more in depth with the branches, definitely. But we have a little lamp. We have these floating lanterns, lily pads, and this is amazing. Look at this. This is a swing, a rather large swing. It is good for 2 people. You can easily fit 2 people in here. I put a bunch of corals, and there used to be fish here, but they're kind of gone, or they're dead. I have no idea what happened to them. Fish are kind of stupid in Minecraft, so yeah, I may have forgot to name them, but there's a little chill spot there, little chill spot here with your little coffee mug. You can just sit down and enjoy the view and enjoy everything that this garden has to offer. So I put in a bunch of these glass stained, pink stained glasses. They look like when you detach them from the body of the canopy, then it looks like a leaf is falling down, and I think it's a magical feeling. Very nice. On the other side, there's not a whole lot. There's beetroot, and that's pretty much it. A couple of flowers here and there. I mean, you can go harder there. You can do the same kind of stuff. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot to mention this. Yeah, this is also just kind of a chill spot, you know, like with your friends. You have a little table, coffee mug, and these banners that look awesome. And I also put a couple of parrots just for, and there's that cockatiel that just never looks my direction for some reason. Yeah, okay, let's proceed. So we go through the torii, and then we come to this little oasis. I wanted this to be kind of special. This used to be way smaller. This used to be like this big, and it used to look awful. But I transformed it into this. I've made it way bigger, and I put a little island there in the middle with the little special flower. It looks so cute. And the palm tree with a couple of parrots just chilling. There's another one there that you can barely see, and there's a little green guy right there. I used strings to stop the vine from growing way too long, because I put way too many and it just got a bit intrusive. But I tend to put these little poles here in the ponds and in bodies of water. As you can see there, I used it as well, and here I used it as well. Just another little design. Here's another one. It's kind of a different one though. Let's go back. So yeah, just to mention that. Now we also have a little hidden cave here that is not finished, and I'm not planning on finishing either. It's just kind of an idea what you can put here. Here we have a little nether portal. You can go through it, and you can go into the nether, do stuff. Another little lily pad. And now on to the next set of features that we can only take a look at night. So let me just type 17K in the chat, and yeah, so this is the build at night, and it looks rather amazing. When you look around, as you can see, everything that your eyes should be focused on has light. And that is a really interesting thing, and that is a very important thing. So as you can see, all of the trees have some hidden lighting on top. Every single thing that you should be looking at here, you have some hidden lighting in there. You have the hidden lighting on top of the trees that I hid rather poorly. But another cool thing, we have light up lily pads. Now let me show you what it would look like if this wasn't lit up. See that? That's a huge difference. That is absolutely amazing, that how much of a difference it can make just putting a little light source underneath. And also when we fly up, so I've done it with almost all of the lily pads here, and also the paths. As you can see, all of the paths are lit up. So how I've done it, I have a couple of trapdoors in the design of the build, because I think it looks pretty cool. And also I have a bunch of brown carpet that you can hide lighting underneath. So that is a pretty easy way to do it. Is there anything that I left out? Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing, and I also did it here as well. If you're just curious, all of these are lit up, and you can also vary the amount of light that comes from these depending. As you can see, just look at the top. You can see how much it varies. So you can go deeper, you can go even closer, whatever. So it's your choice how vibrant and colorful these look at night. And some of them you don't even have to light up. It looks very good in itself. By the way, just to mention real quick, oh yeah, and I kind of forgot to say, this was a completely flat area, so I wanted some sort of variation in the height and how in-depth some parts go. So as you can see, I made this part stick out by 3 blocks or so, 2 blocks, just to give it a bit more elevation right there as well, that we can, yeah, we have the thick jungle here. It's not that thick, but yeah, so as you can see, I've elevated these as well. These are all hollow inside, just so when we are right here, we're not completely, let me just time set 5,000. So when we're looking at there, it's not completely flat. So these are the kind of things that you need to keep in mind when you're building something like this. And building the foundation and having a general idea of what you want to build is very important. So for example, I already knew that I wanted a pond here. So that is something that I marked down with blue wool, and then I also drew a line through here with blue wool, just so I know there's a little river going across here. And I also put pink wool wherever I wanted cherry blossom trees. So that is how I kind of set up my gardens, and that is how I would do stuff like this. So I'm not really big on interiors and gardens, but I try to improve every single time I make a video, so I guess I have to do these things. So I am asking you guys if you would like to see an interior build for this, because as you can see, it's kind of empty, it's rather boring in here, but it's a huge area. So if you want to see a Japanese styled interior design, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, have a nice day. Bye.